and observation ethics. Mrs. Vani Srivastava, Head of Psychology at City Coast School, is clearly active with illuminating the thoughts, emotions, and action. Today, she challenges us to perceive beyond ambition and understand the unseen. Please welcome Mrs. Vani Srivastava.
Okay. A fabulous, enlightening, enriching good morning to all of you, my esteemed audience gathered over here. On the onset, I would like to say a big thank you to the TEDx team, St. Joseph's Abu Dhabi Youth. It is always a matter of pride for a teacher to share the stage with her students. So please accept my gratitude, Team TEDx. You all have seen this. Now see? So I think I have your attention now. A recent study says that Gen Z has an attention span of 7 seconds. Millennials fare no better. They have it only for 12. And I have been given the opportunity to stand on stage for 18 minutes. I know, I see the eyes rolling. I will try to keep it short. So today, let's play hangman with a twist. So I have a few psychology students over here. My psychology students would make me proud if I get the name of this approach. Anyone can rack their brains? It is the Gestalt approach. From general to specific, from the whole to the parts. So rather than losing the game, once all the body is there, we would finish off our discussion when all the parts appear on the board. Fair enough? I would like to go, should I go faster so that the 18 minutes and the figure is complete? I got an encouragement, someone said no. So you'll have to bear with me for how so long I want. But believe me, I won't go that long. Okay, so what do we have next? Yes, thank you so much. That was my point. We all saw the big Delulu is the only Salulu. The small baby, this did not take up much of our attention. Thank you so much. And this is where I'm leading to. That the bolder content, it takes up all our attention. We do not pay attention to the smaller things which are there. And it is those smaller things, the limitless information that we have, which we have to pay attention to. I would like to share an anecdote over here. I am a teacher, infamous for asking a lot of submissions. A few days back, on getting the submission on a small bit of paper, I was furious. And the said student, as expected, was definitely pulled up for the quality of work. I should assure you over here, the student in question is one of the most sincere ones I have come across. Maybe that is why the act infuriated me more. In the defense of the student, she said, "You wanted? I gave." Definitely in a more respectable tone. My point over here is, was it just this big bit of paper that was the trigger? No. We should start looking at the broader spectrum. We should start thinking, is learning limited only to the academic obligations, or does it mean the holistic development? We all have been listening to our renowned speakers over here, talking about how learning should be taken beyond the bare. So that is what learning is. Preparing ourselves for the future, to see and to know the whys and the hows. Okay? And my thoughts have been validated when my daughter said, "Thank you, Ma, for pushing me and making me do things which were harder, which were tougher. But I had easier options also." So the backstory is, after completing her BDS and becoming a dentist, she declared, "I need a break now. I have been studying continuously for the past 18 years. What? A child of conventional Indian parents comes up and says the child does not want to study anymore. As happens, all daughters are their father's princesses. So the onus of having the serious discussions falls on the mother's shoulder. So here I was, trying to have fruitful discussions with her and trying to tell her the pros of going in for the specialization. Today, she's a competent periodontist and very much proud of her accomplishments. So my point being, the ultimate takeaway has to be, we should venture out, look for the limitless, learn the whys and the hows. What do we see here? This is an act, a pleasure, which we all had. There was a cute video also attached to it, just to take us back to our memories. Because these are masterpieces which we have created with innocence, without any inhibitions, just enjoying life as it comes. Now, if you see the girl over here, you see the happiness and the contentment on the girl's face. And what is she doing? She's just blowing the dandelions, right? So, this is life. But what happens? We start looking at the finer details and we forget what lies behind it. There's a famous script which has been said by Dr. Gillian Sandstorm. She is at present a lecturer of psychology and she's the head of the department on research on kindness in the University of Sussex in United Kingdom. So what she shares is that while she was doing her doctorate in Canada, very far off from her hometown, she felt connected and safe whenever there was an old lady who was selling hot dogs from a cart. The old lady used to look at her, she used to smile and nod. And this is what made our person in question go in for studying the positive impact of small human interactions. Something which Shreya had said, that AI cannot replace humans. So we have the unnoticed experiences. When we go back and we reflect, we see the rewards and we see the learnings, which may at that time feel as failures, but they are the learning for the future. Okay? So this is, prior to getting to the picture, I just want you all to contemplate. Whenever you have complimented a person, yes, definitely the other one has been happy. But has it not mirrored on you also? The happiness that they felt, even you felt the same thing. So getting back to the picture over here, my aunt was recently hospitalized. She was under a lot of pain. This particular night, I was on call with my cousin, and the night nurse, she walked in. And my aunt, 75-year-old lady, 11 p.m. in the night, out of the blue, looks at the nurse and says, "You are so beautiful." Imagine the perplexed look on the nurse's face and the priceless expression on my cousin's face. And we all simultaneously thought, she is still under sedation. But mind you, the night nurse's monotonous shift had been made. She left the room with a bounce in her legs and a radiating smile. So, we are talking about the unsaid words over here. While growing up, we have a lot of things. But when you reach the stage, and I would like to add on an example over here when you were asked to say something impromptu. How many of you were ready? We all sing and dance in the confines of our bathrooms. But whenever asked to do so in public, are we ready to do that? No. Why? We start reflecting. We want to be perfect. We want to practice the art before we show it to someone. And using today's lingo, we fear trolling. Yes, today's vocabulary, why will I not do that? Why will I not put it up? People will troll me. So we have a lot of things that need to be said, but we don't say them. Okay, so what happened in my last visit to India? My daughter, she came to pick me up and she was grinning ear to ear. She asked me, "You know why I'm so happy?" I thought, obviously, we both are glad to meet each other. And then came the reply. An old uncle, I will add what she said unsaid at that time, your age. He gave me a lot of blessings. I had just helped him push down his trolley from the stairs. She was definitely in a do-good, feel-good mode. And I was thinking, I am the reason for her happiness. It did. Did it put me down? But she's my daughter, I give her, okay, whatever you say. Now we've got the picture over here. How many of you see that the hourglass is half empty? Or it could be half full also, right? So your opinions matter. You are the driver. It is you who steer your viewpoints, your feelings, and as a result, your behavior also. So we are talking about the perspectives. My daughter is happy for something, I'm happy for something else, right? We all have our own different perspectives, but we have to be aware of what others are also thinking. Yes? How is it that our perspectives are made? How do you think the perspectives are made? Experiences. Okay, we've got our esteemed speakers over here. Would anyone like to appreciate Dia for the excellent planning and execution of this particular session? Definitely we need to appreciate her. Okay, Ruchi teacher, can I have you? Would you please imagine Florence as your 1-year-old granddaughter and share your pride with her when she took the first independent steps?
Florence also looks as cute as my granddaughter. She has got a similar lovely smile. And sometimes she also taught us, the steps. Like
Thank you so much, Ruchi teacher. So what did we experience over here? We experienced that the satisfaction that these small words, the subtle acts which are there, the satisfaction that brought to Dia and Florence, these are the building blocks of a strong personality. They may be unnoticed, but they set up the foundations. Are you still with me? Yes? Thank you so much. These are the feelings which we do not acknowledge, but all of us like to be appreciated. The speakers coming up on the stage and you people applauding, it gives a sort of energy to all of us. But we will not say. We will say, okay, thank you so much. And we are very subtle with whatever we have to say. So we are talking about the unreleased emotions. We should be ready to unhinge our emotions and realize and release our emotional desires that go along with them. Yes, what is it? From Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Batman. Batman, yes. But the picture is what, again, what is it that I'm aiming for? Whenever the night ends, prior to the ending of the night, the ringing of the alarm bell, oh no, another day starts. I have to join the same grind, doing the same work today also. Or will it be, wow, a new day, new beginning, new opportunities, new chances? So it is your thoughts which are the silver lining, which you are the controller, you are the possessor of. You are the one who has to think about what to do, how to do, when to do. Become your own driver. Now what do we have here? Since the video is giving me a lot of trouble, I am also not sure what comes up next. Okay, so there was a picture of me being completely narcissist. I have been on the stage talking non-stop for the past 10 to 12 minutes, and I had the audacity to put out my picture also, which thankfully you all are not able to see right now. But then my point was that I have undergone a lot of physical transformation within the past 2 years. A few of you may have wondered what happened. And that made me realize that I have a very difficult question in life which I am unable to answer. Do you think what that question would be? Anyone? Sorry?
Who am I?
Okay.
What is my purpose of my life?
What is the purpose of my life?
Why me?
Why me? Okay, I've got a few options. My question, something which I find extremely difficult to answer, is what is it that I would like to change in my life if given a chance? And believe me, I don't have an answer for that. I am extremely happy and contented in the place where I am, wherever, whatever the situation would be. As I said, and as a few of you have experienced, I was having a lot of medical issues. But those times were the times that made me realize the love and the care which I had during my testing times. I was savoring all the love and the care, but not appreciating it. But those physical times, okay, that is me 2 years back. This is me. But if you see, and I hope people would have noticed also, I'm still happy. The reason being, I have so many lovely people around me. And this is the reason I would not trade anything in my life with any other thing. I am happy the way I am. How do you read this? It could be impossible, it could be I am possible. You are the controller, you are the driver, you have how to interpret this. Right? No one else can do it for you. It could be impossible, it could be I am possible. So, our hangman is completed over here. But I am a teacher. I don't leave the class so easily. So we have to see the realities, take note of the experiences, say the unsaid words, become aware of the perspectives, let our emotions ride. Here are thoughts. And make the conscious efforts and take our life in our control. Or again, a word many of you can connect with, manifestation. So before I leave, I have a postscript which has a few fun facts. The first thing was the video of the child who was walking. She is our very own Ruchi teacher's adorable granddaughter, Ahana. We'll play the video if they have the time. My daughter and I, we had reached the truth at that time when I said, okay, I won't be the Indian helicopter mom. And she said, my 6 months break. So if you ask her, she made the most of that 6 months sabbatical. You ask my husband what Anushri ma'am was talking, the bank account, because she wanted her life, 6 months of her life. We'd taken 19 years, she wanted 6 months. And if you saw the starting, this is the art piece that was made when my introduction was going on. So that's me saying, go beyond the bell, carpe diem, or in simple English, pluck the day. So seize the moment. Thank you so much, guys.